message of freedom, message being brought down, the real gospel. Therefore, also on social media, we are on different platforms, being streamed live on different platforms. Just ask Google and ask, how can I listen? How do I listen to radio? And you will have myriads of choices. Multiple choices will come as a result. Therefore, as I said, today is the 8th day of March, being Friday. I mean, 8th day of March 2024. Tata Bobo Theory. And as you may know, tomorrow being Saturday, Okay, allow Hope Uzodinma to be in charge of the police in Imo State. What do you think that will happen? He will kill. He will kill. Frame his opponents up and kill all of them. But once it is regional, it maintains checks and balances because it doesn't involve only you as a governor of a state. There are other stakeholders also that are involved because in our system, in us Biafrans, we are Republicans in nature. Or this thing should not be commanded by one person. It become by one man, like governor. He will use it as a vendetta in order to deal with his political enemies. But once it comes to regional, now when you rise up, another person will bring reason and say, no, 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 this thing you are going too far. So there will be a form of equilibrium. But Nigeria is not made to make sense. Let me tell you, Nigeria is not made, it's not created to solve indigenous people's problem. No, no, it's to create more problems. They know the right thing, but will they do it? The answer is no. One, because the creator of Nigeria, the Fulani, they always say, no, it's God that created Nigeria. I know why. No, 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 it's not God. God didn't create Nigeria. Britain did. So that is why they play allegiance. They pay allegiance to Britain. Because Britain is their God that created Nigeria. After all, he give them the constitution, everything they write, he handed Nigeria over to them. That is Nigeria for you. That is a Fulani for you. But in the real sense of it, if you create state police being in charge under one governor, hey, look at what Hope Uzodinma have been doing. Without even being in charge of, he's the chief security officer, yes, so to say in the mouth. But without being in charge of the police. Now, but because he's APC, because he's imposed to do dirty job, they give him the audacity, the responsibility to do things he like to do. To kill people. They clap for him, they provide military. They provide police for him to do his dirty jobs. They have Tiger headquarters, Tiger jail. We are controlled, being in charge by one Yoruba person. Ola. Do you see that? Imagine that there is state police and he's in charge. Imagine what will happen. He will decide who to live and who to die. But once you have regional police, when you say Southeast, for example, now there are stakeholders involved. Because each state is interlocked with its neighbors. That is the reality. But Nigeria, they have their handlers. Nigeria has handlers. They are not doing things according to their own way. No, they are doing things according to the commandments and instructions of the creator of Nigeria, which is Britain. If Britain can instruct or command the Gawan to burn the research and development projects, inventions of black people, Britain commanded Gawan, say, oh yeah, bring them, the Biafran people, you want them to burn all those things. And that idiot, that is our life. When you say they come karma, I don't believe in karma even now. I no longer believe in karma. Oh, karma will do this for him. No. If karma is existing, Gowon wouldn't be alive. Or maybe or be rotten. But he's not so. No matter he's old, but he's living his life. The lives of Obasanjo, the idea. They become even presidents after. President after president. So I don't believe in this God will do you. No, 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 no. That one, nothing. Is you are just saying it in order to be a weak person. There is nothing you can do. Or you are just saying it in order to satisfy your mind that anyway, God will punish you. Remember, just imagine. Maybe you see a very weak person being robbed or being molested, and the molesters rob her, carry the telephone and the money and be going. She'll be crying. Don't worry, God will judge you. God will punish all of you. No. You know why he's saying that? She is weak. He is weak. He can't do nothing. There is no other thing he can do than to. Had it been, for example, he has some pistol, some arms with him, with her, he will just bring it out and kill the person and shoot him. He will punish the person, not God. You're not waiting for God. When we wait, when we say, there are some things we say. When I listen it, I laugh. I say, I they can weak. No, God will do it. God, no, God is not going to do it. Forget. We are weak. That's why you invoke on God to do it for you, because you are weak. You can. Had it been we have, for example, missiles, surface to air missiles. We have launchers everywhere. We are not going to be waiting for God. Oh, you but now activate it. Some matter here. But once we don't, when we look, check east, check west, we don't have. Devote to God. Now God will do it for us. Now God punish them. God is not going to punish them. Forget. Yeah, okwu eji ka anyị were kasị onwe anyị obi, nkasi obi ndị nọ n'ahụ. That's it. Until we become strong. That's it. Here we preach reality. That is bitter, very, very bitter. You can say, because things you hear here on this radio Biafra, you cannot hear it. There is new concepts that you are hearing, but that is the truth. It's something that is positive that can keep us moving, keep us alive, so that we are being we. I am sick and tired of being comforted with lies and unrealistic things. Nah, this one, karma, don't catch a mo. Which kind karma? Not only bad person that die. Once you hear somebody die, hey, now what did you do? Come on, he did bad. Now lie, he die like others. Are you hearing me? As other people can die, nothing. I want to hear DJ, nothing more. I want to hear DJ. For me, I want to hear the kakama. Although if the lines are open, you can only also make your comment because I don't prevent you from making your own comment, please. But what I'm saying is, all these things, all these type of statements make us we become dependent on something that is not real and makes us more weaker. But when we see that, look, we need to be strong. Do you see how the Houthis? Do you see how the Houthis? Despite that they are, America, Britain, and others, they are attacking them. The superpowers of this world. Now, question you. They continue sinking ships in the Suez Canal, in the Red Sea. Do you see people that are powerful, that are, even if you think that they are weak, they make efforts physically. They don't go to mosque and start praying, Allah, oh yeah, attack America, start to come in and say, we pray God will punish America for doing this for us. No. In their own way, the way they can. They don't care about the consequences. Tomorrow they'll be respected and you will be disrespected. You'll be shouting, why are you disrespecting me? Is it not because they see that these people can fight back in their own way? It doesn't matter their life. They lose their life, they don't care. They end their respect. That is how Afghanistan, the Taliban that are being called terrorists, they are being called this and that, sanctioned everything. Today, they are in charge of their country. And today, it's a bitter reality, but the world, the body must deal with them, and it's dealing with them already. Do you see how things work? But to pray and castigate and pray and say, God will punish them, God will punish America from now till tomorrow, and without doing nothing before God and man, you continue suffering. After suffering, you transfer the suffering to your next generations. So that is why we are bringing all these facts for you to understand the type of world we are in. We are in a world of wickedness. For your information, a world where you have to take the bull by the horn by yourself. No person will do it for you. It doesn't matter how America is powerful, superpower. They are dealing with the Hutus, with the But the people, they know they say refuse anything. They say no, not no. We are not Africans. You can cajole away. No, 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 no. They continue fighting, making. And tomorrow, when they now admit them to the committee of predators, you become maybe envious and jealous. Say, why not we now? You cannot beg your way through in this world. You act. Action speaks louder than voice. That's it. In Nigeria, when we are no, but people don't want to die. You know, although Nigeria is programmed to be like that, because when you say yes, others this one say no. Nigeria is a congregation of nations under gunpoint. They gathered us, different nations. Britain keep us with their prison warders. I love the word being used by our one of our brothers in South Africa, Okpuzu Enwiro, the scavenger. That is prison warders. Now, the whole politicians in Nigeria, they are prison warders for Britain. To keep their prisoners. Imagine the hardship that is floating off naira. That depreciation every day, high cost of things. But politicians they don't care. They are buying bigger cars. Living more exorbitant lives. They don't care about the people. They don't care. They don't give a damn because the people they are powerless. Are you hearing me? The people are powerless. If you want to rise up, they say, Igbo man, you want to dominate, they will turn the Almajiris against Igbo man, who are fighting for everybody's interest. Do you see how wicked that contraption is? Ndị kere that contraption, Chineke kwena ihe ọjọọ. Ọkwa m na-ekwu ya m kwuo, some people will misunderstand. On the my ihe. Just like people that are scammers. It's not easy. But it's not easy to scam also. Convince somebody. So that is how Britain did. They undermine these people, Illuminatis. They cover everything so that for their interests, all think tanks. That is what we should aspire to be. Are you hearing me? That is what I'm saying. To control everybody for their own interests. Otherwise, you will read Bible. They were all the same people. They were to control your mind. That is the way they put Nigeria in a place. They tried it in India. Indians showed them that no, we are wise. Oh, we cannot agree. They liberated themselves completely from British creation or contraption. They liberated themselves and defined who they are and defined themselves to their natural selves. Today, India is free. That's why they are progressing. They are among the League of Nations, progressive nations. Because you know what? Once you fight your war, once you take your responsibility as a people, fight all your war, do your revolution, endure and persevere consistently without fear or favor. Now, those world echelons will admit you. So now, give this person what he wants because only our akataka, we try them, but because they themselves, let me tell you, the Europeans themselves, you are seeing today, you are in Europe enjoying, having work and going to work and being paid normal and no problem. You have security, you have electricity, you have everything. If they tell you how they themselves fought their own war, how they liberated themselves, they fought wars in Europe more than in Africa. Tribal wars, religious wars. Do you know that? Do you think that as they have Anglican, when it comes to religion, all of them are Christians, but they fought wars in order to liberate themselves from the grip of religious wars. Do you know that? Do you think that as they have Anglican, when it comes to religion. All of them are Christians. But they fought wars in order to liberate themselves from the grip of religious wars. Do you know that? Do you think that as they have Anglican, when it comes to religion, all of them are Christians. But they fought wars in order to liberate themselves from the grip of religious wars. Do you know that? Do you think that as they have Anglican, when it comes to religion, all of them are Christians? The police in Imo State. What do you think that will happen? He will kill. He will kill. Frame his opponents up and kill all of them. But once it is regional, it maintains checks and balances because it doesn't involve only you as a governor of a state. There are other stakeholders also that are involved because in our system, in us Biafrans, we are Republicans in nature. All these things should not be commanded by one person. It become by one man, a governor. He will use it as a vendetta in order to deal with his political enemies. But once it comes to regional, now when you rise up, another person will bring reason and say, no, 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 this thing you are going too far. So there will be a form of equilibrium. But Nigeria is not made to make sense. Let me tell you, Nigeria is not made, it's not created to solve indigenous people's problem. No, no, it's to create more problems. They know the right thing, but will they do it? The answer is no. One, because the creator of Nigeria, the Fulani, they always say, no, it's God that created Nigeria. I know why. No, 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 it's not God. God didn't create Nigeria. Britain did. So that is why they play allegiance. They pay allegiance to Britain because Britain is their God that created Nigeria. After all, he give them the constitution, everything they write, he handed Nigeria over to them. That is Nigeria for you. That is a Fulani for you. But in the real sense of it, if you create state police being in charge under one governor, hey, look at what Hope Uzodinma have been doing without even being in charge of. He's the chief security officer, yes, so to say in the mouth, but without being in charge of the police. Now, but because he's APC, because he's imposed to do dirty job, they give him. I think my voice is repeating, but let me see whether my voice is coming out right now. I don't know. My voice was repeating. Let me see. We must continue. Let me see whether I connect it. Yes. We must continue. I think my voice is back. Let me. We must continue. Let me see whether I connect it. Yes. We must continue. I think my voice is back. Let me. You are. You no. There is no. Middle ground or staying on the fence. From being a prey, you fought, and go the other side. You must also feed in order to remain there. That's it. As I was saying, the Europeans, if you see what they pass through in order to sanitize and build the country that you are seeing today, European country. You pity them. That's why they are ruthless. That's why they are ruthless. Yes. That's why I hope my voice is coming out. Please let me. Yes, my voice is coming out. I checked it. So, as I was saying, what the Europeans saw. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. That's why they are behaving like that. Sometimes I don't blame them. This is the game of this world. Oh, they are evil. They are, yes, because we are. It is paining us. We are the ones suffering it. But once, if we also go on their side, we will be doing it to other weaker ones. That is how the world is. Yeah, are you seeing it? Just watch National Geographic. You see how lions, how they are pursuing innocent zebra, innocent buffalo, innocent giraffe, innocent other preys. The animals like them, but they have to do it in order to feed. So when you see, oh, you see everything is going right in Europe, and you are comparing. Now look at how things are right. Look at everything here is good. Why can't you study what they pass through? Are you hearing it? They pass through hell in order to arrive where they are, both in secular side, government side, religion wise, every corner of their lives. They pass through hell. That's why they are on that side now manipulating other lower. It is for you now in order to also fight ferociously in every ramifications, in order to come up and be on their side. When you be on their side, now you'll be doing. Look at Israel. Let me give you an example. Just a simple example. Israel passed through one of the worst holocausts, genocides in human history. They passed through the sufferings in human history that if cumulated into Second World War, they passed through hell. But today, you see what they are doing? Do you think that they will be, oh, pity them? No, no, no. Oh, Palestine. Oh, no, no. Because they have to remain high. So they need praise. If you are weak, they continue bouncing on you until those ones also rise up. If they rise up, don't think that they will stay and start making peace. Oh, yeah. No, no. We are in a war, an evil world where exploitation is allowed. Either you exploited or you are exploiting. You become an exploiter or you are exploited. That is it. So they weaken countries through one way or the other in order to exploit them. That is the reality. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is what I'm trying to say. So we must continue making sure that we continue what we are doing. Please. Consistently. As our leader said, that consistency is the key. That is it. We will never go back. We will never stop. If we stop, it's dead. Now, let me just also rush through. Do you see there are news headlines which I saw? News headlines. A survivor loses 4 uncles as gunmen kill 17 in fresh attack on Benue community. Raise whole village in Benue. Today's news. No fewer than 17 persons have been killed during an attack on Mbaiko village in Mbalom Council Ward in the Gwere East local government area of Benue State. They are slaughtering people with impunity, with Nigerian government aid, in order to take their land, occupy them. That is what they are doing. They are changing demography. Are you seeing it? Are you hearing what I'm saying? They are changing demography. so that things will no longer remain the same. So that in the next 100 years, now, just as the what is happening in Kaduna today, they were given a piece of land in Zango Kataf, the Fulani, and today they are vying for they are killing everybody there to take over the land, free land. What they wanted to do in Logba, or what they did in Logba, even we are even lucky that it is in our generation. Ojo Kalo that gave them the land is there, is alive. This is not long time. But look at what is happening. Imagine that Logba was left for another 30, 40, 50 years. They will take the whole of Abia State now. Fulani will claim the whole of Abia State. That is how they are. If you ask them, do you know what is indigenous? They will tell you, oh, they find indigenous. They will tell you, I will play that clip another day. They will tell you according to Nigeria Constitution. Because they know that Nigerian Constitution is on their side. Nigeria, that for them, Nigeria belongs to them. Since Britain did it, Nigeria belongs to them. It is for us to try to change this status quo. Look at how many people are kidnapped in Kaduna. How many people? More than 200 people, school children, we are taken kidnapped. Is it yesterday or today? Remember that it is because of Chibok gas that they remove Good Luck Jonathan. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? It is loading again. It is loading. You know what? That's why I say you can do anything in this life, but don't be weak. Do not show that you are weak. In the name that you are maintaining democracy, you don't show that you are weak. Good Luck Jonathan, he fumbled really. Because during his time, it was the time everybody can talk and act. Okwesiliede, what is the name of this woman? All of them, they were being paid in order to come out and where Chibok here. Hey, my Chibok here. Barack Hussein Obama, the same thing. It is what is loading for Tinubu again. The whole kidnappings that happened during Buhari time. Nobody did anybody shake body? Did anybody shake body? Tell me. But during good Luck Jonathan, everybody can talk. Churches we are ranting. That the Jews were ranting because they were being paid. Do you see what I see even in Christianity? Let me say it. They are buyable. They are very, very, very cheap. I am telling you honestly. Once you give them their personal comfort, they can clean your ass, lick your ass for you. That is what I see. I'm saying it openly. As one of our brothers we challenge, I still, sorry, I never check. I don't know whether the brother inboxed me. I'm still waiting. This Saturday there will be no because of Onyisi and Ekwekwechi. Man, next Saturday I'm expecting because that is what I like. People with even contrary opinion, let us debate. But I always say it. I hate ranting. Blah 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 blah. Just the same way they brainwash us into preaching. Guy in a preachy Bible. Once you go, it start all the program. It start coming out. Bible say you don't reason again. Any person, no, that is what I don't like. Let us make sense and talk logically. That is it. So, what am I saying? It happened in our eyes during Good Luck Jonathan. Don't you see churches come out? It is the same even Christians that we are being used. In Buhari time, all of them enter, headsmen killing everywhere, kidnapping everywhere. Who talk? Talk less of acting, doing something, boot on the ground. Talk now. Suleiman that so-called Pastor Suleiman that talked something one time. What happened? The following 24 hours at Chawai. Who saved him? Is he not a governor, the then governor Fayose of Ekiti? Have you forgotten? For you to know that this don't make people know that you are weak. Don't show weakness in anything you are doing. Do not show weakness. If you show weakness, you are dead. Because we are in a world that is spinning. No pity. As long as it's for your interest. Are you hearing me? Remember, if you pass from being a predator, I mean being a prey, and fought your way into being a predator, you must maintain your predatorship. How do you maintain it? How do you maintain it? You eat others. Are you hearing me? That's why India today they manufacture fake medicine, fake drugs, but they are not using it. Is bad. If they see you in India, the drugs being meant fake drugs of Africa, and you are using it, you use one fake ampicillin in India, you go to jail. You go to heavy jail. But they are doing it for other African countries. Do you see? When I talk about prey or predator, it's like this. You tell you make money because that is it. There is no conscience in this world, for goodness sake. No conscience. What matters is your interest. Our interest, you fight with it with all alacrity, all energy. That is how the world is. Good luck, Jonathan. Oh man, yeah. Where did he see himself? Out. He kick you out like a football. Today it is loading also for Tinubu. Oh, but uh, you know them. You know them. You know them more than anything. So that's it. So now let me read a bit this in Benue. Look at how they are slaughtering people. Do you know people that are being killed violently in Nigeria, where there is no officially no war, official war, no. It is more than the deaths in Nigeria is more than where there is active war in many places. Do you know that? 17 people killed in a country. In just one place. So we never talk about Zamfara, how many killed. You never talk about in Sokoto, how many killed. In Kaduna, 208 we are kidnapped. School children, no work. And you say it's a country. You say it's a country. We must continue like that because Britain is getting. We need to fight our way through to become part of the predator. Otherwise, we continue being praised. Are you hearing me? Being at the mercy of our, our detractors. Britain, they find favor. They are happy seeing us lamenting. Now they will come and tell us, no, wait till another 4 years. Now you will get it right. I talk about democracy as one of the weapons, one of the continuous colonial legacies in Africa. And like yesterday, I talked about in Europe, today's Europe. There are 12 sovereign monarchies in Europe of today. But when they give Africans instruction about democracy, how you have to vote, people don't ask them. But our colonial masters, please. But in Europe, you have monarchies. Why then are you instructing us? The monarchies is still existing, but you modified it naturally a way that suits you. And that is why it's working. In our own, we have our systems of government, natural system. This thing you are imposing, this and that, says democracy, it is not going to work. It's not working. Why they don't challenge them? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we are going to defeat Britain with superior argument. And that is what we are doing today. Every day on Radio Biafra. They have 12 sovereign monarchs or monarchies in Europe. 7 kingdoms. Kingdom of Denmark. I said it yesterday or day before yesterday. Kingdom of Denmark, Norway, Sweden, United Kingdom, Spain, the Netherlands, and Belgium. There are 3 principalities: Andorra, Liechtenstein, and Monaco. And Luxembourg is a grand duchy, and Vatican City is a theocracy. Imagine you have theocracy in Africa. Hey, all hell will break loose. No, we need democracy. No, 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 no. This one is archaic. It's primitive. Is this? They will qualify it with every type of grammar to demonize it. Are you hearing me? But you have theocracy in the center of Europe, and it is working. Why? Because it is their system. It is their system. They didn't tell them, no, you must be democratic. Have a president, have a legislator, the executive, legislator, and judiciary. So that make you vote. We send the monitoring teams to. No, they don't do that. Because the same way you have monarchies in Arab world, in Asia, and they are developed, they are advancing. But when it comes to Africa, we are people that have been, that must, we are always babies. They have to show us everything, including how to run our lives. They know what is good for us. So they refer, or they took us to continue slaves, that they must teach us how to run our lives. Because we didn't know. We don't know how to run our lives. We are lower humans. Education, they bring education. They brought their own version of education. I say this continuous colonial legacy is plenty. I will touch many things in it. You see this democracy. You see this democracy, which Europeans brought. Their version of democracy. It is neocolonialism personified. I am telling you. You think you are voting for your president? No. You see, we have said it here several times now. Even military intelligence officers in Nigeria, they have said it, that they are not voting for you. They are putting it is the powers the powers that they are putting their puppets in order to continue their colonial legacy. That is it. Look at the suffering in Nigeria. Look at. Do you see even the president come and make any come and make any how do I say it, bring something low from his side and say, no, look, because of this hardship, now I will no more be going with too much this thing entourage, because they are spending taxpayers' money. Did he say so? Did he act so? The answer is no. Instead, they are increasing. The senators are on the rampage, giving themselves 160 million naira worth of car. That time, a few months back, that money have doubled now. Each car, 160 million that time, which should be up to 300 million now. And people are suffering. They don't care. They'll be playing lip service. Go and give them one cup of gari. They are because, as I said before, the people are not alive. That is why no pressure. Any country you call democracy, you go and the politicians are at ease. They are relaxed and at ease, doing their thing. Know that the country, the people are suffering. But any country you enter, like in Europe, and you see that the politicians are all afraid. They before they do anything, before even they talk, they calculate how they say something. Before they buy one Coca-Cola, they calculate what are these people going to say if they see me. I say one of Macron's cabinet officer, minister, was sacked because he ate shrimp, crayfish. He used it to do birthday party, or whether of himself or his daughter. Shrimp, crayfish, the thing leaked. It's like that now. Journalists are normally the conscience, the eyes of the people. They leak it. They say, this man, they chop. Look at how they chop shrimp, crayfish in the crayfish. How many French people can use it to do birthday party in their houses? But look at your minister, he's eating crayfish. Oh. All hell broke loose in France. Oh, it's our money because he's serving the public. He has to honorably resign, and even he resign and say, "I'm sorry" with apology. That is how a country with living people how they behave because they generate pressure. But in Nigeria, no pressure. Instead, the pressure is channeled in a wrong way to each other. The suffering, miserable people, they are eating themselves raw. Any person you touch, if you have a knife, it will stab you. Why you touch me? You say sorry. Even a pick offense on why. Instead, the pressure is channeled in a wrong way to each other. The suffering, miserable people, they are eating themselves raw. Any person you touch, if you have a knife, it will stab you. Why you touch me? You say sorry. Even a pick offense on why. Is channeled in a wrong way to each other. The suffering, miserable people, they are eating themselves raw. Any person you touch, if you have a knife, it will stab you. Why you touch me? You say sorry. Even a pick offense on why. Is channeled in a wrong way to each other. The suffering, miserable people, they are eating themselves raw. Any person you touch, if you have a knife, it will stab you. Why you touch me? You say sorry. Even a pick offense on why. The problem is me that caused it. I touched something. I'm very, very sorry for that. This is artificial problem. I touched something by mistake and it started repeating. So I'm sorry for that, please. So we must continue. So let me continue very quick. As I was saying, let me see whether my voice is coming out. And I hope so. Yes, my voice is coming out. It should be. I touched something that I shouldn't touch. And just by mistake, and it started. Yes. Okay. We must continue. So, as I was saying, the continuous colonial legacy in Africa, this democracy, in Africa today, everybody is fighting for democracy instead of good governance. Instead of good governance, there is something I saw somewhere. Please, yes, you know, there is a report. I want to talk about this. When Niger Republic, when the military boys took over power, there is a report that President Macron of France he offered the 60 billion CFR, French CFR, to Niger's uh, junta president. That is the head of state. His name is Chiani. But the man summarily turned it down. He offered it to this man so that he will go back to their puppet. So the puppet Bazoum, who he's a Democrat. He come through voting now, didn't he? But what is the advantage of democracy when everything is wrong in the country, when there is no electricity, when there is no good governance? What is the tell me, are you eating democracy? For you to understand, it is only what the West, the Europeans, the government, they want you to be, so that you continue suffering and they continue milking you the same way. Harris, Kamale Harris, American Minister of State, I mean Vice President, sorry. He came all the way to America. He came to Africa, to Nigeria, and other African countries. And her first demand is about LGBT. Ndị na-akpọ ntu. No, leave them. They legalize it. That is, they see Africa. The insult they are giving Africa is too much before God and man. And do you know the way to remedy it? For us to respect ourselves, for us to respect our differences, and go back to who we are. That is what Biafra means. We are not against the Fulani per se. Oh. We are not against Hausa, no. We are not against Yoruba, no. But let us live like we used to be. Yoruba, stay and govern yourself in your way, in your own way. There's no problem. Fulani, stay in your place and govern your side. If you want to come to my to Biafra, now you come and respect my law. If I want to come to your country. Now I come with the same way I can go to Cameroon and respect their law. Do you see Biafrans having problems with Cameroonian government or Cameroonians? The answer is no, because it's a separate country. You come, they give you what they call carte de séjour. Yes. You come, they give it to you, the card. You understand? So they take their law, you have to obey it. Is it something that is very huge to ask? Is it not reasonable? That is what you are asking. But here, through democracy, because of Britain, the creator of Nigeria said we must be there. It's democracy. Be there so that you become manageable, so that you become manipulable, so that you'll be killing yourselves, and no problem. Continue managing. Do you see the hypocrisy in this world? This is a world of a world of, so that Britain can, anytime they want, they knock Ogele. Ogele. We need the doctors in Nigeria. We need visa weaver, visa weaver. If you are a doctor, if you're a nurse, to come and pack the sheet of our old men and women. Apply. And people will apply. People in Nigeria will be seeing it as miracle. Oh, it's a miracle. Oh. It makes Britain feel like a God. Coming to their land is a miracle for you. It makes them feel like, oh, they are your God. After all, they are your God. They created Nigeria. Don't they? Why not we hire them to come and pack our old men and women shit? Do you see that? That's why they maintain Nigeria. Nigeria must be one. It must be one. It continue being one. It must be one. Because they know that if we go back to our natural selves, our nations, we will work towards developing our countries, various countries. Biafrans will not have time for you to call, blow whistle and start collecting people lining up at your embassy to come to Britain to work. Talented people that should be developing, contributing in the development of our country, coming to Britain. No. No person will have that time, because we will be developing our own country. So Britain don't want that. Do you see the work of a predator? That's why I say we need to continue fighting until we move away from being praised. That being praised, that is why you see the Houthis, the Yemenites, they are fighting to get Iran, the same thing. All of them, the same thing, to rise up, not Korea, so that they will be on top. And a time will come, they will be admitted one by one in the club of predators, generally now accepted. And that time you still be there. Why? Why you are still complaining? This world, nothing you can get through complaint. The more you complain, the more your predators are, they are highly vicious. They become more vicious and brutal. Haven't you seen where a jaguar is eating, caught a deer? And the deer was crying, lamenting, complaining. It used to sound like goat sometimes. Complaining, I didn't do anything. No. I'm innocent. Leave me now. Does that complaint, will it make that jaguar or lion to leave him? The answer is no. Unless he fought back. I saw the other day a buffalo on the documentary. When the lion hold him, he fought back. He used it. He rise up. Until he hold that lion with his horn and wounded the lion, brought it up, and the lion fall down and the lion run away. That is how to be liberated, not complaining. Come and help us. Thank God we don't even hear all these things again. Do you remember at the early time? People we call Radio Biafra. United Nations, come and help us. To the extent one day somebody called. You told us, Britain, why now? You told us to change our religion. We change and start marking tie. You told us to do this and we do. So why are you now against us? Hey! Told us this. You know what name. See, hey, look at lamentation. Lamentation of weaklings. The more you lament and lament, the more your enemies go higher, and the predators they look at, they chop they chop the best part of you. Are you hearing me? What a predator needs, aggressor. What aggressor needs is violence, self-defense. The same way he comes and you use that same way, you do it. It doesn't matter, it will be painful. It will kill you, but it cannot kill everybody. And before you know, you become admitted. Welcome to the club of predators. And also, when you see weakling, you eat on them. That is how the world is meant. I gave you the example of Israel. Israel that suffered everything. Israel suffered. They were killed. They understood what is a Holocaust, what is genocide, because they suffered it. But today, what are they pitying people? Are they pitying people because they say, no, we suffered this, so we don't want to do it to people? No, they are even doing it more, and more. That is how the world is. Are you hearing me? Because as a predator, you need to survive. And for you to continue surviving, you need to be eating others. Are you hearing me? That is how the world is. So, we that have been relegated into continuous colonial legacy through this use of democracy is another way of predatorship by the West, by Britain that created Nigeria. Don't you know that? Europeans gradually modified their natural systems of government to suit their needs. The USA, America you are seeing today, is a new European country built on a new concept of government, which they learned from us. That is republicanism. It is different with the usual old European system of government. It is an experimental new country which worked. Are you hearing me? During the American own time, the 13 colonies, King George, that was that time, he will make law, he give order, thousands of kilometers from England. He doesn't care what the colonies are suffering. He doesn't care about it. So that orders must be carried out. Taxes, he said, bring so amount of money for taxes from the colonies. And these people are there, they'll be complaining that we are farmers. Look at the hardship where you are telling us to pay more. He doesn't care. So that is what made the Americans, the founding fathers, to start paying attention to the awakening message, to the Renaissance, in order to do something in a very new way. That is why they entered into this system of government, where they say, no, somebody cannot sit down there, say he has the right to rule everybody forever, him and his generation, that they have God gave them the right through birth in order to become nobles. You are a noble as a monarch, as a UK English monarch. You are a noble by birth, which means there are some things the law cannot touch you. It doesn't matter what you do. But ordinary others, you have ordinary people, peasants. So those people now, America, they look at this. Somebody like John Adams, they look at this. They say, no, this thing cannot work. They say, look, these people we call peasants. Look at how we are suffering here as colonies in America. Look at the rulers. I mean, the monarchs, the nobles in London. They are enjoying the fruits of our labor. We that are suffering, that are peasants, we are not even enjoying nothing. All they care, they give order, and they give you that God give them the right to be ruling over you. No, no, they say no. There is something fundamentally wrong in this type of system. So we are going to engage in it. He made them to pay more attention to the awakening message and conferences, enlightenment programs in Europe. And that's why somebody like John Adams, somebody like George Washington, they had to risk their lives from America. From time to time, they travel by sea. Remember that time there was nothing like aircraft. They have to travel by sea. Take months to travel by sea. Their ships can capsize because it is not modern ship now. But they took the risk. You know, what are they going for? Enlightenment programs, so that they listen and jot down and ask questions. Now, how this, how that. So, you know, something you are hearing from the comfort of your bed today, you don't call it anything. People suffered in order to receive this message. Do you know that? And that is what made America what it is today. They have to. In 1776, John Adams, that is one of the American founding fathers, and the second United States president after George Washington, urged the 13 independent colonies, soon to be states, to write their own constitutions. Are you hearing me? He said, look, write your own constitutions, do your own thing according to the realities you are facing on ground. Not somebody thousands of kilometers from Abuja will give order. It doesn't care what happens. You know, people in somebody oil in Bayelsa, we belong to Jigawa. Somebody in Sokoto will be commanding. Have oil block in Bayelsa, in Obaru, in Imo, in Uguta, because we are in one Nigeria. Do you see that injustice? Whereas the people, the owners of the thing, they are scavengers. They are suffering the effects of all those drillings. They are suffering from it, dying of sicknesses. But is giving them somebody in Jigawa. He will be there proudly saying that your oil belongs to us. That is what Britain did. John Adams said, no, we are not going to run this our country. We are not going to, found a country like this. No, we are going to do something different. And they did it. Enlightenment political thoughts grounded in reason and progress. Oh, I want you to remark that word. Grounded in reason and progress. Profoundly influenced Adams and other revolutionary leaders seeking to create viable republican government. Do you see why we are trying to ground or restore Biafra? Being grounded in reason. I want people, please go and research about reason. That's why we come here. Every time I come here, I say, nothing like sentiment. Remove sentiment from your body. It kills. It makes us go astray. We have been going on sentiments without nothing. We go on sentiments, we go on church, inside church, you pray, you think that you have power, that everything now is on you. Oh, the Abraham blessings are mine. Oh, this one is, you command, you have power, you have this and that. You are simply drunk with emotion. Nothing, no single power you have. Once you come out, if you never eat since morning, you will become hungry. And if you don't have money to eat, you must find one way to get money to eat, or for somebody to give you food. That is the reality you face. But a few minutes ago, you were drunk in the church. When they preach, they tell you everything is for you. Hey, yo, this world is for you. Everything. Go now, go collect the world. The Onyara. So, this man, I want us to understand what is reason. Grounded in reason, in logic. Reason is logic, not what other people say, what Bible say. No, in reason, logic. You have to be logical. We subject everything to the altar of reason. That is how to restore a viable Biafra. You know that we restore. Everything we are doing must be grounded in reason. We ask questions. Now, why is this like that? He said, no. Bible say, and Peter was praying, and after angels, she said, no. How come it? We ask questions. You want us to believe that in order to be acting that way? We say, no. We must act on reason. That is what we are. Behind the preacher. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this. That we must be. You are in America today enjoying. Everything is going on, going fine. Because enlightenment political thought, grounded in reason, grounded, mark that statement, that phrase, grounded in reason and progress, profoundly influenced Adams and other revolutionary leaders seeking to create a viable republican government, which is different from the old European motherland. Do you see that? It's an experiment they did and it worked. Because when they come, they take the best. That is why in America today, Philip Emeagwali, it doesn't matter that he's a black person from one village in Anambra, but he became the best and they put him in the position of the best. He invented the fastest computer. Do you see that? Because they ground everything in reason. They don't want to know. Oh, no, you come from this. No, they take the best because you are more reasonable than others. That is what it means. Are you hearing me? When they bring this person, they compare and contrast. Who makes more reason, they take him. Not like in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you must know who know. They take useless idiots and put in positions. You understand? When they were first of all, when they were putting up Ajokuta steel industry, I think in 70s, they took the best, and those best they were mostly Igbos. Now they say they have to put national character. Igbos are domineering. How can they? But these are the people that are doing the best. They are the best. They are the best. But because of how Nigeria, the tribalism and the ethnicism that is there, because that is the way Britain created Nigeria. Now they fired them. So many of them run away and travel to America, some Canada, some other places, and became best there. And where is Ajakuta steel industry today? But when it comes, let me give also example of Nigerian football. The last time, the African Cup of Nations, Nigeria went second. They took the second vice champion, isn't it? Now, when you check the list of those people, no, not national character. It was being dominated. It is being not was. It is still being dominated by one tribe, and that tribe is Igbo. Generally, Biafrans, and just few Yoruba, few percent of 5% of Yorubas, only, nothing more. But it is fine with Nigerians because they give them the best. But other areas, no. Bring a quota system, national character. Do you see? It is not grounded in reason. That is why Nigeria is not reasonable. Because they don't take the best. You must be from this place or this place. You must be connected to this person or this high person. So reason in Nigeria is nonsense. Are you hearing it? But America was formed through enlightenment political thoughts that is grounded in reason. That is why you are enjoying America today. You will call from America now and start because things are working. Things are working. You don't research why is it working there, but it's not working where you come from. Because the country was founded with enlightenment political thoughts, grounded in reason, not in emotion, not in stories. The Bible say, not in the Quran say, not they say cock and bull story. No, in reason. You want to do this, so you call people, think tanks, they talk. You say, okay, tell me your view. He will talk. You say, oh yeah, you. When you start talking about cock and bull story, they remove you. Say, oh boy, we never reach that side. When Bible say this and that, but come on, face, come on, face. We want reason, for goodness sake, so that to build a viable country, not sentiment. That is what made America what it is today. So, how we are trying to restore our nation is the best. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started it. He said the mistake, the flag independence revolutionaries, what they made, like Azikiwe, like all of them, is that they didn't accompany the fight they were in that time with education. Enlightenment, they didn't undergo it. So that's why they failed. Most of them failed. Most of the countries failed. They thought that it is something that we are going to do, like Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah is one of the best. One of the best of the best, I'm telling you. He put in the blueprint of Ghana was that within 20 years, Ghana will be an industrialized country. But little did he know that it is not how the world works. You have to educate the people so that the people will understand and go with you, the same ideology. So that when they start bringing a saboteur in order to topple you, the person will say no. Because we are going on the same ideology. If I topple this my oga, how are we going to create a viable nation? They will say no. But they didn't accompany the liberation fight with education, which is the privilege we have today. And that is why Radio Biafra is handy. In order to dish out this changing of mentality so that we subject everything to reason. Every thought will be grounded on reason, in reason. That's why any person that is talking here, please, I talk to each and every one of you. Do not fear to ask reasonable questions. It doesn't matter who. Because we are not going to bring down the standard of this radio. The standard being set by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, listen, we should never bring it down. Any person that is coming here to teach anything, if you don't ask, take a phone, insist and ask question without fear or favor. If it is me, do the same thing. Because this enlightenment program, this restoration must be grounded in reason, not in sentiment. No. We have seen what sentiments have caused. And we will never do mistakes again. It must be grounded in reason. Reason. So that superior arguments, we must bow to, or learn how to bow to superior arguments. Not arguing for arguing's sake, but to superior argument, you bow, you say, nah, anyway, now what you made sense, so what you say, you are right, you are right. Let us learn to be humble in order to bow to superior arguments. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have taught us. You can see during his question and answer series, he takes people we call, talk, he listen. After he will ask them question. From the question they will fall into pieces. Some they will, that is you see, that is superior argument. But if you convince him in your point, he will accept. Do you see that? Are you seeing that? That is why our restoration program should continue be grounded in reason and not with sentiment. You understand me? Now, the question should be, why are we not allowed to practice our natural system of government as the Europeans and Asians are doing? Why? Well, why are we not allowed? Because they know that if we practice our natural system of government, that we don't need coaching. Because we are equal human beings. That we will progress. And our progress, for them, it means a threat, a menace, which is wrong. Because they see us, they see Nigeria as a dumping ground. Bring Shibejum na Nigeria today. Say now you import it from Europe. You say Shibejum. People will buy it. Do you see how bad it is? Do you see how bad it is? They made in order for us to continue being gullibles, to being zombies, non-productive zombies, only staying in the shop and selling traders, in the outside traders only, not being productive. You know, when you are, as I said before, if you're a trader, only trader, that is how your brain is. Trading. Only you master the art of talking to customers, appeasing them. Appeasement. That is what you learn. To appease, it doesn't matter the insult. Only thing what you should target is their money. So you take their insult, you take anything, and once they give you money, you have won. Do you see that? And that is the mentality we are bringing into politics, which is very, very wrong. But if you are productive, if you are manufacturing, do you know that you don't have somebody's time? Because as long as your production, your product is needed by people, you don't care. People will be coming begging. People will be begging for you to giving orders for you to bring more, please. Because it is your brain. Do you see the difference? But as a trader, oh, you are there. You have to somebody come, give him Coca-Cola first. He tell you, say, oh boy, why you know the solution? Oh God, sorry, sir. Person you are calling Oga is somebody the age of your son. Oh, yeah, because he come to buy goods. He has money. You see, he's a customer. He has money. So you have to beg. You have to appease. So we have taken this type of character, thinking that it is the way government works. That's why we beg government. We beg Nigeria always. Any person that enters, we beg, oh, Korandi Bonanyo, so that Konye one small thing. Do you see that mentality? The same trading mentality. Things that we are, queens, we are turned into nothing. I want to provoke your righteous indignation today, so that you continue in what we are doing. You don't give up. You don't give up. Are you hearing me? The same way the Houthis are hammering any ship that they can. The ship, even if they bomb them, kill, all that will continue. Never, the spirit of never say die. That is the spirit we should have. Consistency is the key until we get what we want. That is it. Now, let me summarize. What should matter for a nation is good governance. That is the number one thing that should matter for a people, for a nation. Good governance, not this democracy. Oh, democracy. In China's television, oh, well, it's against democracy. But they are not talking against good governance. Democracy, what are democracy given to us? Debt. Given to us, billions of or trillions of naira and billions of dollar debt. On debt also. Insecurity is democracy. Is what the gift of democracy. Why not we subject our actions and into reason, and now say, look, this way is not good. What we are being subjected to is suffering everybody. Why not we separate ourselves so that we govern ourselves? After all, these people giving orders, United States, United Kingdom, they are far away, they are stealing, yes, but let us sacrifice. It's the spirit of sacrifice that these people, our elites, don't have. Oh, if I say this, they will kill me off. You have, as a leader, you should be ready to sacrifice yourself. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there today suffering, because he's a leader. Nothing prevents him from making a deal and coming out tomorrow. Nothing prevents him, but he's there suffering because he's a leader. That is how it should be. So, as a politician, as a political elite, normally you're supposed to supposed to be ready to suffer and die for the cause of the people you are leading. But we don't have it. That is the problem. As I said before, what should matter for a nation is good governance to meet the needs of the people. But that is not the concerns of the colonial powers. They want the colonial legacy to continue so that we continue being perpetually dependent on them to be coaching us on how to run our lives. This is one of the continuous colonial legacies still haunting us today. This is this democracy they brought. Every election time, you see you see people being slaughtered, people being killed. Ordinary election. Something you do in the European countries, you don't even know that they are having presidential or prime ministerial election. You don't even know. People are going their normal businesses in different countries. You don't even know that it is happening. But in Nigeria, it is the democracy they gave to us, isn't it? Let us say no to this continuous colonial legacy and run our lives in our own way. We Biafrans, we are Republicans, pure Republicans. It is in our nomenclature, in our DNA. But this other feudal Fulani, they see us as rebels. That we ask always question. Because they don't ask question. It's not their system. How then can you put us together in order to run a viable government? It's not. It's impossible. It's impossible. It cannot happen. But Britain forced us to be like that. But we are saying no to this. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Tell him, if you know him, is to restructure this country. Nigeria is a fraud. One particular tribe repressing the whole of us. Did you hear what central bank governor wants to do? Just a department, the operation department of central bank, to be moved back to Lagos, where you have 99% of the headquarters of bank. The north is agitating. Don't take Abuja back to Lagos. They don't care. If you all become beggars, it's okay for their oligarchic mentality. I talk like no other pastor talk. I talk like no other pastor talk. Because I have seen into governance, I have seen into the church. And I know where the problem is in this country. Are you hearing me? They may not like what I'm saying, but they cannot dispute the truth. This country cannot go on like this. Okay, I was talking about those who migrated. I don't blame those that want to japa. You know, initially I was saying don't japa. Do you hear me say that again? Japa if you want to japa. Because you look at the country and say, what future? If it goes on like this, what future? If it goes on like this, civil war is imminent. If it goes on like this, military intervention is imminent. Do we want to go back to that? No. Something must happen. I have always believed that something must happen. Do you see the way we pray in this church? Let Nigeria one. We don't pray. Nigeria is not one, and it can never be one. We are different nations tied together by force. We should still be one country, but let everyone govern itself the way he likes. Are you hearing me? Let the Niger Delta have their oil. Let the East have their resources. Let the Yoruba people have their resources. Let the North have their resources. Let them manage their security. Give them state police. Let everybody guard his borders. Let everybody generate his economy. Why must you generate oil in the Niger Delta and take it to the North?
This kind of truth comes out twice in a year.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from our low province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 8th day of March 2024. Therefore, our lines are now open. You can call us as usual on direct line +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. For those on Signal, please continue, sending requests and I will be accepting it. You know, I have to accept requests before you can call. So you continue sending. I've been accepting requests. Do not fail or do not stop. Continue sending requests. So you can now call and give us your view. It doesn't matter your view. We are here in order to treat everything based on reason. You know that? Based on reason, not based on sentiment, not based on who is this, who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family. Do you see? You see this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sibling? You can see be calling. They thought that we are restoring Biafra based on sentiment. Oh, they are Mazi Nnamdi Kanu family, so we have to give them chance. So that immediately, if we didn't see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu since being a nation, automatically it's them. Just like as you do it in Nigeria. They thought that is a kind of country that we are trying to restore. They don't know that no, we are restoring a nation, a Biafra that is based with political thoughts, our thoughts based on reason. That reason on atom, I'm telling you, based on reason. So you can call, as I said, our WhatsApp and Signal line +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Call up Mazi. Are you calling me here? You tried the other side. What happened? The caller, you are the first caller. Mazi, you go. Go on, please. Go on. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on. Go on.
Thank you very much, my big brother Mazi Jonathan. I appreciate you for the job that you are doing for Biafrans. I say continue to empower you. Oyendu, I say Mendebo behind the job, continue to guide and protect you. The DOS, DOS, and all the principal officers and IPOB at large, I salute you. Mazi, this is your brother who will calling from my location at the moment. Mazi, I'm calling regarding the tape of this clergyman that you play right now. I'm asking Nigerians that are listening today, what is different from what Mazi, what is different from what Onyendu was asking from what this man was saying? What exactly is different? Is he not what Onyendu has been telling us for the past how many years, that we are not one? That Britain came to our land, gerrymandered the border, send one of their criminal, which we don't know where he came from, in the name of Frederick, because I don't put Lugard for him because he's a coward as far as I'm concerned. And one of his harlots, the same coward as well, that Britain sent all the way from the Scottish clown and came to Nigeria and said, you, Nigeria. My ancestors did not know who Nigeria is. My ancestors have no idea who this Fulani is and the other people, the Yorubas and the other people they amalgamate us with. My ancestors have no idea whatsoever who these people are. Just like the man put it there, what he is saying now, is it not what Onyendu has been preaching for the past how many years? He saw it. You know that we are not one. If Nigeria is one, believe you me, for the past 8 years of Muhammadu Buhari, there could have been something. In fact, he would have been overthrown. But Nigeria are not one. When you touch Buhari, the Northerners will say is their brother. You say to them, what is he doing now is not good. They will tell you, oh, Emiloka is our brother. It is only Igbo man that you can kill in Nigeria. Nobody say nothing. Nobody. It's only Igbo man. Ndibo, are you not ashamed that common and Aburo man, Aburo, MC Olomo,
which cannot even speak English. MC Oloma cannot speak English. He can't even express himself in English. He does not even know what comes means. Come out and threaten Igbo and carry it out. Our people were killed in that election. Our people were killed. Nobody say nothing. Nobody. Igbe did not say. All the whole governors did not say. Even Igbe Achebe did not utter a word. Even when they call him, they will throw him in lagoon. He did not utter a word. It's only IPOB. None of these politicians utter a word. What Ike Ekweremadu does was to go and steal somebody's child kidney that was on the street of Lagos, hawking, making his best to put food in his family's table. How to become Ike Ekweremadu, a whole senator of Federal Republic of the Zoo for the nearly 20-something years. Ike Ekweremadu was there, doing nothing, stealing from the poor masses, enriching himself, and he wants me, Chineke, to have mercy for his daughter that is being sick of kidney. Chineke Okwayi na family. That place. You want me to have pity for Ike Ekweremadu? These are cowards. These are the people. If not because of the military they are using to kill our people, we are going to judge these people by ourselves. Some European countries have done it. Some countries, we are not going to. That is why I'm asking Biafrans, IPO, don't be blackmailed by whatever people said. Britain cut off their king's head to become, they look at it, Nnamdi have preached this thing for us. Britain have their own history. They have done all these things to make sure that their country become good. France, the same thing. So why would you be blackmailed if we say, we all these Igwe and these governors? Now, when time come, they are, if you don't know that these politicians are our problem, nah, sorry for you. They are our problem. Other people are rejecting Ruga to save their people. Any governor, Peter Mba is trying to put Ruga. Something you know that is going to perish your people. Something you know that Fulani, their agenda is to come and kill. They will come, they will come and make you. How would you tell me? How would you want to welcome Fulani? How do you want to put these people? These are cursed people. These are wanderers. They are cowards. These people are useless set of human beings. Forget about that Britain carry AK-47. Give them face to face. They can't challenge you. They come the night. They kill. They run away. It's because nobody have taught them lesson. That is why ESM was their nightmare. And ESM was formed to checkmate our land, to rescue our people. Who are the people that call police and army and DSS to be fighting ESM? Is it not the same Igbo politicians who bring insecurity? I've been telling the radio stations that when you talk about insecurity that is in Biafra land, Dev Umahi is responsible for insecurity, and then he now pass it to Hopus of them. These two governors, Dev Umahi is the one who said that he will form parallel IPOB. He will form parallel IPOB inside IPOB. Is it not what we are seeing today? Who know that is Dev Umahi who formed Deadly Ebubago that is killing our people today? Have you forgotten that Dev Umahi is a Fulani to our land? That Dev Umahi to put Dev Umahi deserves to hang. Dev Umahi and the whole put of them man killing their own people for Fulani. Mazi, I send you a tape of a parish, Catholic parish. I don't know if you've seen that tape. Listen to what that man said. So these people match at this thing. So they listen. So they know all these things and they keep quiet. And only to keep suffering all this way. No preaching, no bawa kupakwa, no bongongo, no bulari, no our people. He keep crying, lamenting. So this parish priest know all these things. Mazi, take your time and listen to that man and play it to our people when you have time. And they wanted their brother languishing in DSS dungeon for the past how many years? These people wanted their own brother. Well, look at his son Igbo coming and they give him, he was coming back and the whole Yoruba land was bubbling. Their own brother, una sim that. Or any Biafran person that see these governors, anywhere in this world, one of the idiots, don't be afraid of somebody say, hey, they I don't want to take any question. We give me a Canada here. If we are not ready to fight this freedom, we sit down. We must do something to make sure that this government or give up who's a domana give bulaya. Mazi,
There war.
he
There war.
pays me.
There war.
Look at their own brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Ndewo.
There war. There war. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi. My name is Chima, calling from Ireland.
Mazi, go on.
Mazi, when there's area you say something I would like to ask a question about.
Go on.
You are comparing our educational system of America, how the leaders, the previous leaders of Africa, how when they got their flag independence, they never embark on education. And the reason why we are doing what we're doing in Radio Biafra, you know, to make people reason well. You compare America, that they subject everything to reasoning. But, you know, like what we are doing now, we are only use Radio Biafra and the media warrior on the social media. Americans, they use movies, not Hollywood movies. They use educational system. They use all sorts of stuff, even through their educational curriculum, you know, to educate their people to the level where they are. We are only got Radio Biafra and the social media warriors. So how can we be comparing that where these guys have a lot of instruments? Because I understand movie is an icon, even music. We haven't gone nowhere. So how can we, with our only Radio Biafra and this thing, and achieve that level? Is that really possible? Hello? Yeah, Mazi, is that really possible? Is
Okay.
achievable?
Okay, Mazi. Okay. I understand what you're saying, but let me tell you one thing. America didn't start all the things in one day. It's a gradual process. You understand? Mind you that America fought a civil war almost 100 years after the American Revolution. That is after independence. I think you know that. Why did they have to fight civil war? Because their political system, they were wobbling. You understand? So, when we talk about reason, you know, there are many people, because it's a multitude. There are people that are going on sentiment, some are going on personal interest, what that status quo is bringing to their pocket right now, not about reason. So, when you talk about Hollywood and all the rest, remember that Hollywood didn't start immediately after America. Hollywood started, I think, 19th century. But before that time, they have been doing their thing. Now, let me ask you this, or let me say this, because I'm not counter asking. Sorry. You know about the story, the history of Thomas Sankara, who took power in Burkina Faso in 1983. Do you know that? Do you know about it, right? Okay. Do you know Burkina Faso that time? It was Upper Volta. It was very impoverished country, as it is now. Let me put it like that. You understand? Now, but this man, when he entered power, for you to understand the power of a revolutionist, the power of reason, this man, I think he was 32 years when he took over office. He started going he started moving from one community to another in the whole of Upper Volta at that time, which he changed into Burkina Faso today. That is a country of men of integrity, people of integrity. That is what Burkina Faso means in their language. So, and do you know what? He convinced them through reason that there should people that we are a country that we are begging for food. People that America can send for food, just give them even expired food as they used to do, as aid, food aid. Now he refused IMF loan. He refused food aids from the Western countries. What I'm telling you is practical. What happened in 1983? Is it not a true reason? He convinced the people that look, we need to start feeding ourselves. That is part of it. That is reason. Because it is practical. Why are we hungry? We are hungry because we are not working, we are not tilling the ground, we depend on foreigners to give us food. That is why we are hungry. And he who feeds you, he manipulates you, he directs you, he commands you. He stopped that. He made the people, though they suffered at the first months, but after, Mazi, this thing is making noise. I don't know. Are you using earphone or you are in a windy place?
No, I left it on.
Please.
Yeah.
It's making a
Yeah.
lot of noise, squeaking. I think it's okay now. So this man now convinced the people through reason that they should cultivate. And Mazi, the noise. Where do you leave it?
Inside. It was windy. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, please stay in a direction that the wind will not be touching. So in 4 years, only 4 years, that far no, Burkina Faso went from a food begging country to a country of surplus. That even the food we are having surplus today, and they are even giving to others. It is reason. You understand? So what we are doing, what you think as a look, we are in a digital world now. The world of now is even more violent. 78, 79, or something like that. So you see,
17.
yes. So you see that Nollywood came after 100 years. As time goes on, it's also this reason. Mazi, it is also this reason that is making them, in order to use their Nollywood to spread their message. America does not have minister of tradition or minister of culture, but everybody, they are putting people into people are admiring American culture. Why? Because they are using everything to their advantage. But compared to our people, look at Nollywood. Nollywood is using, because of money, they are using the film they are doing, their talent, in order to even kill our tradition. Don't you see the difference? So that even if you give a pig, give a pig white clothes, white coat, he will soil it until we correct what is in our brain. Because these people in Nollywood, they care only for money. Now, if we do this, they will tell them, Yorubas will tell them that, look, if you make this film, that this and that, it will go market, they will promote it more. Do you see that? But they don't care about the consequences to our people, to our culture. What matters to them is that. But it's not like that. Hollywood, they project America first. It doesn't matter. Do you see the difference? Because these people are reasonable, the other ones are not. So what we are doing here on Radio Biafra, it is spreading even on social media, because we are on social media. We have our media warriors. So don't think that it is not enough. After all, who gathered us? Is it not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? He gathered us through Radio Biafra only before social media. So you don't underestimate the power of the media, no matter how small. It's only when we get our country now, when we restore Biafra, we start adding different things. We now sanitize different things in order to be, giving out our image through different things to the world. But now, for now, we are not yet a liberated country. You understand? So we have to use what is in our, what is handy to us, in order to spread the news. And that is what we are doing. As in there, go on if you want to say something. Oh, Mazi, I think he's gone. Oh my goodness me. Oh, so I think what is happening, my WhatsApp and this thing, is it WhatsApp and Signal? Whether it's not working, what is happening to it? We must continue. So, what I'm trying to say is this: that we must not have any excuse that it's only Radio Biafra, it's only through the media warrior. No, we use everything we have, and it is working. It is working. I am telling you. Look at even our press release. Look at it. It is working. Once the leadership releases a press release, the press makes the press statements, it will be carried by the normal media. Don't you see? It is working. So what I'm trying to say is this: Mazi, you were off. Is it Mazi? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mazi. Am I coming out clear?
Okay, I thought you are the person that was calling. Go on, Mazi. Go on. Yes, you are. Go on.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, lovers of freedom and Biafrans in general. Mazi, the reason why I called is just because of the pastor, the Yoruba man that was speaking. You know, because we know that half truth is dangerous. I applaud him for speaking up. They know the truth, but I understand the nature they operate by. All of them are coming in different directions. It's good to speak out on what is happening in the country, but I just want to point out what my observation when he was making his references. He mentioned the oil in Niger Delta and mentioned the East. But when you go to Yoruba, he said the Yoruba should manage their side, the Northerners should manage their side. Why are they the ones telling us who we are in our land? Why are they the ones always pointing, telling us who is our brother, how we should be in our land? I didn't hear him saying in Yoruba, Elaje people stay their own, or let the Oyo people stay their own, or let the Osun people stay their own, or let the Badon people stay their own, or even the Fulani that have occupied the Lorin, let them stay their own. He said the Yorubas. He went to the north. You know that they have the Jukun people, the Bachama people, the Bare people, the Benue people, all those Kogi, all those Niger. They are not at the Talakawas. They have indigenous people there. He didn't tell them to stay by their own. He now said this is a of divide and conquer, divide and rule that they are playing. We must keep the record straight. I'm saying this because I know they listen to what we are saying in this platform. Man of God, you have done well to speak the truth, but they say half truth is dangerous. If you want to teach the people, tell them the truth. Since you have seen the light and you want to speak, please, we ask you to keep the record straight. We have Biafran. We are Biafran. There is nothing like South, 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 East. We are all Eastern region. I don't know if you have forgotten. We are all Eastern region. It's Gowon and his policy that divided us South, South, and River State and all of that. We are all Eastern region, and we today have actualized our ground, which is Radio Biafra, that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu instituted, that unified every one of us. If you tune in on this radio on Fridays, 3 p.m. Biafran time, you will see our brothers, the Ejos, the Shekris, all of them, the Biafrans from the coastal region, they are here identifying with their family. So you don't come and tell us who we are. And finally, before I drop, Mazi, I heard our brother calling Loluga the coward. But Loluga that way coward, coward, because they have a statement of fact. Total Loluga did not to his people is like God, because he came to Africa and deceived our fathers, conquered them, hand them over to one evil union that made his country where he's coming from the richest today, with vast no resources, but they are enjoying. So where is the money coming from? It's the territory that Lugard conquered for them. So they are Lugard in high esteem. But for us, we know who we are, and we are trying. We have seen them as our enemy. as our oppressors. So we must fight to chase them away from our land. But we must not deny ourselves the truth, telling ourselves the real fact that we are actually the coward. But today, the generation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to put that light that we all will follow. This is why we are speaking. Ndewo Mazi, continue your good work. Let
Ndewo.
others call it. Ndewo.
Ndewo. I understand what you say. Yes, these people, this what they have inculcated, and they are consistent with all those lies in order to continue making us be divided. That is the power of consistency. For your information, in anything they are talking, they make sure they always, mostly the Yoruba, they always make sure that they put that division. you know, they always make sure that they put that division, and to certain extent, it will start ricocheting in our mindset. And when we are talking, we also refer to ourselves the same thing they call us, and this is a mistake. We have to saturate them with our own reality, our own truth, that we should never be divided again. I am telling you. I understand what you say. It's true. It's true. So, but it is for us to continue doing our job. The division they propagated in our life is too much. It's too much. You can never see a Yoruba person talking straightly. Once it comes to us, he cannot call us one people. He must make sure they put that Niger Delta. And when they talk about Niger Delta, they forget that Abia State, Imo State, is a part of Niger Delta. Nigeria is a confused state of people where, we are nothing. People don't reason. You say Niger Delta. Oh, and now when you are talking, calling, you say Southeast, Niger Delta. Now, but Imo State is part of, officially, is part of Niger Delta. Abia State is part of Niger Delta. Now, what are you not talking? You see that they are doing all these things voluntarily in order to make sure that we forget who we are. That is one of the most dubious acts they are always propagating. So I don't know what is happening to my phones mostly, but in the absence of that, calls, because calls cannot come. I'll be taking calls cannot come, but we'll keep it for tomorrow. Tomorrow, our HOD will be here. So let me pick this call and close the program.
Hello?
Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
There.
Good evening, lots of people, even all Ethiopians, all hardcore worldwide. My name is Shokuma. I'm from Delta State, but right now I'm calling from Ghana. Because Mas Jonathan, because I made a guess a bit. And my Basara, because I issue you even the moment no sometimes because I'm the permitted so issue go.
As in us, so what you need him
Okay,
in permission
okay, sir.
at all.
Okay, sir. Ian Kubo. Watch get one broadcast. Now you come to machine as a room. One time I say when I try to confront, I confront. So more get the broadcast. Pano is joke. Check what I'm back to one. Second lalo data state. Even now, I'm not going to Lord. At least when I ask for he wonder why I'm not going to Lord. Now, okay, can bring you know data state. Yeah, you witness about. Every in a walk, every in all in a city of Tigidi Luo na Benam, Tigidi Oguni in a Wurago. So even confront Charibiana, you may say, was based on Ndana on the no John Dana anymore here. That is Ihan Luna data, no Nukumiri Luna data states. Nukumiri. That is in fact now in a village I tell you political government. Now village I go, every day go on. ebidogo ọrụ na village anyị gogo mana at least ndị village anyị na enwe knowledge about them. Enwe some knowledge, enwe ama some things about the so a na-akọta elu ha mana ụtọ asa abatazi na nke ikpeazụ maka agara m so many villages ofukwa na ha batachago ha niile setụchago mana ụtọ si abịazi bụ a na-abịa echekie ndị old men na ndị egedekwe nka achịghị ukechiri evi 100 nye ya akpọnyekwa ha some of them nke azụ ọrụ ha otu a ka eji ekpobata ndị nke ha so ejideze ya n'ime ọhịa ka enweghị atụọ one chief aka atụọ one chief aka ekwe chief ego like ihe all these top vigilantes na village achụpụsị ha otu a ka sabata emewe amara m otu mesi eme ya obere oge kwa nna alaghachi azụ maka egwugo m n'ibe anyị na mma alaghachi azụ aga m ihe mere ya ọ gwụla ihe ọzọ njikwa n'aka bụ according to member of our DOS nke na South Africa afọ Ikenga nke kemgbe o si ihe
onye awụrụ Mazi na-anụ ihe m na-ekwu.
Okay.
Onye awụrụ a DOS member, please. Go on.
Okay. Ọ ya ka nsị ka mma ma bụ yọta so ka m njide okwu ya asị n'ọma okwu yọtago nsogbu adịrọ ọ he Biafra.
There. Sometimes we mix up issues. That's why we fall. We fall victims very easily because we mix up issues. But we must continue. So I talked about this continuous colonial legacy. I will continue preaching on this for a long time because I have different topics. We are a continent seen as a people that should be manipulated, people that don't know what is good for themselves. They conquer the whole continent and impose us. The quest for the restoration of it is simply good evening. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra House of Office coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra London. We are here live and direct. Today is the 9th day of November 2022. We welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform. Invite your friends